game with Destiny earlier. Maybe Destiny, you'd come up and lend me a hand for this story. Here's another string story to string you along. This is the hand of destiny, and I've always wanted to be able to shake it. But thank you for being here. I'm sorry, you're doomed to a life of joking like that. I'll do my best to be respectful. Destiny, if you would hold your hand up for this story. Actually, no, come on over here and let's face everybody. It's not that big a crowd. Let's try your left hand. Yeah, there we go. Now, this is going to be the stage for my story. This is going to be the string that's going to help me string you along. And this is a story that comes from Africa. It's called the Yam Thief. But I'd like to just sort of bring it home, but think of it as a farmer's story. And think about the things that a farmer might grow on his farm. What does a farmer, like if we're eating local foods here, what are some of the local foods our local farmers are growing? Sweet potatoes. Anything else? Corn? Anything else? Nick just had some local produce in his drink. What did you just have, Nick? Strawberries. Sweet potatoes, corn, strawberries. Well, there just happened to be one of our local farmers who had all of those things, and it was harvest time, so he took his sack and he put it on his shoulder and he went out to collect his harvest. Yeah, it was going to be a long, hot day. He wanted to get the harvest in before the afternoon thunderstorms. So he worked hard and fast. Now, would you spread your fingers out for me? He took that sack on his shoulder there, and he went out there and he harvested some sweet potatoes, tied them in his sack, nice and tight. He went out there and he harvested up some corn, tied it in his sack, nice and tight. He went out into the field and he harvested some strawberries, and he put them in his sack, tied it up real nice and tight. And what else did he get? There's one more finger. Give me one more. Tomatoes. He got some nice red, ripe tomatoes. He put them in his sack. He's going to take them off to the tailgate market in Asheville. And so he tied them all right, nice and tight. Are they in there tight? Not going to go away? Yeah, you're stuck, aren't you? Okay, well, he was tired after that. So he came on home with his sack full of stuff, and he took the sack off his shoulder and set it by the door, and then that farmer, there he is right there, fell asleep. He's sleeping now. He's got his head tucked in your old sleep. Well, now, it just so happened, the next door was a lazy, good-for-nothing neighbor who didn't want to do a lick of work if somebody else could do the work for him. And he saw that the farmer had done all this great work, and now that that work was done, it was his turn to take over. So he snuck in. The farmer was sleeping. He saw that sack. Oh, look at that. Sweet potatoes, corn, strawberries, tomatoes. Ha ha ha. He was going to go grab that sack and keep your arms still there. He just snapped it all back. And he took it all. Now the farmer woke up and was surprised. He said, "What happened?" Oh, well. He looked around, he saw a sign advertising for the Manna Food Bank there. He thought, you know, some people aren't as fortunate as me. They need to have some help. I've got enough abundance that I can share, and I'll let those who are hungry feed from my abundance, because I can put the sack on my shoulder and go back and grow from my fields even more. And that's the story of the farmer and the people.